Hey guys, we are so excited that camp is finally here. Can you believe it? It's been 723 days since we last were able to attend camp together, and we're so stoked to be back. Tonight's gonna be great as we kick off High School Camp 2021. It's gonna be incredible. Dustin Tappan, our next gen pastor, is gonna preach a message about the woman at the well and ask us to think through what wells we're using to draw our purpose and our hope from. It's gonna be an incredible night, and we're so excited for you to be a part of it. I hope that you enjoy night one of CCV High School Camp 2021.
Yo, let's give it up for John Keith. Let's give it up for John Keith. All right, hey, you're gonna hate me. Go back to your seats. Hey, while you're going back, get on Spotify, get on Apple Music, follow John Keith. Do it right now. Jon, however you spell Keith. I don't want a lot of pressure. Go back to your seat. Trust me, we'll be back. We will be back. Hey, can I just put it to you, CCV students? I'm gonna put it to you. If John Keith leaves here tonight with any t-shirts, you failed him, okay? Buy all his merch. Get out here, buy all his stuff. It's gonna be sick. Hey, can you believe this is happening? Can you believe we're doing camp? Wow. And guys, all right. This is what you're here for. Big Suns update. Big Suns update. All right, guys. Clippers 44, the Suns 37. Oh no! Hey, I will say this. When John Keith started his set, the Clippers were winning 20-5. So I feel like John got us back in that game. So shout out, John. Man. Hey, I'm stoked to be here with you guys tonight. It's gonna be an awesome night. Obviously, we're gonna sing some more songs. Dustin's gonna preach, it's gonna be awesome. Before we do that, I'm gonna introduce you to Derek and Sherry. Get up for Derek and Sherry.
Woo! Dude!
What is up, everyone? It's so good to see you all tonight. It's gonna be a good night.
It is real hot and stinky up in here, and I love it!
Oh my goodness!
Yes!
Who today got just way sweatier than they planned on? Like, yeah.
Who is sweating right now?
Yeah!
That's what I'm talking about. Check out my pits. Real stanky.
It's just warm and humid and awesome in here.
Just
all
breathe
right.
it in.
On the count of 3, I want you all to yell the best part of the day so far.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
Dang, I heard every single one of that.
I think someone yelled sweating. Someone said sweating is the best. Praise. Okay, that's all. Okay, good. Wow, dozens of you.
I love it.
Hey, if we're all hanging out this week, there's something I need to tell you guys. I'm not a Suns fan.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right.
Because, now you guys will cheer, because I'm a Lakers fan.
Boo!
And the crowd goes wild. We'll see who's booing when Devin Booker comes to the Lakers in free agency.
Whatever. Hey, more importantly, Derek and I want to hear your battle cries. Let's hear it right now. What are your battle cries?
Battle cries? Okay.
I hear squad blue, okay?
Okay.
I hear some green.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. We're gonna give you an opportunity to win a point right now for your squad.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is whatever squad will cheer the loudest when we say that squad is gonna get a point. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna see who can cheer the loudest, okay?
Yeah, give me the battle cry.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Orange team, let me hear your battle cry.
Dude, straight flexing. Straight flexing.
Very good.
All right.
Wow.
Let's hear from the red team. I don't know. Who was louder? I don't know.
All right. Blue team.
Dang. I'm feeling that.
Wow. They are right in
that.
front of us, though. I got to remember that.
Saving the best for last. Last but not least, green. Wow. There are a lot of you. All right. Sit down. Sientonte. Nice. All right.
We got to decide who gets this point, okay?
We got to talk about this.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Who gets this point?
Whoa, no.
Who gets this point?
We have decided. Sherry, who is it?
Red.
We see you.
Red.
We see you. Wow.
1 point for red. We'll tally that up.
Yep. Okay.
Right here.
We got that
All
note.
right.
Now, okay, you had your moment. All right. I do need to tell you, though, that earlier today we did say that green and orange were tied.
We did.
But
Who
there
is
was
it,
a last-second point awarded, and so they are no longer tied. Someone is clearly in the lead.
What? Who is it?
The team in the lead is orange.
Oh! Love the flex.
Wow. All right.
All right, let's continue on. You guys ready for some squad competitions right up here, right now, all y'all? Yeah, let's do this. Hey, we have some people who were mega awesome at Pop-A-Shot today. So we're gonna bring you on up here, different people from different squads. If we call your name up, you're gonna bring your coach, one of your coaches on up here. We've got from the winners so far, the orange team. Where is Kyler Thruston at? Kyler Thruston.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Bring your coach.
All right, for the green team, don't forget your coach. Thank you, Derek. We need Trace Garrison. Get on down here, Trace.
Okay, bring your coach.
Yeah. The next one that we have is for the red team, Travis Peterson.
Come on down, bring your coach. You guys can jump up on stage with us.
Last but not least, we have from the blue team, Caden Duff. Get on up here. Come on up here, hustle. Move those muscles. Oh my gosh, look at these peeps. Look at these awesome peeps. Love it. Here, you guys come on stand over here.
Welcome. Hey, run on up. If you're playing, run on up. Hustle like you want to win.
Come on, Speedies, let's go. Dang, don't these people look good up here?
All right, looking good. All right. Bro, what's your name real quick?
Trace.
And then tell us your campus and the team you're representing.
I go to Surprise and Green.
All right, and it looks like I'm missing, there's my red squad. Oh my gosh.
He looks like he
guy
could get
is
a Pop-A-Shot.
Okay, we got red over here. You're gonna share your name, what squad you're representing, and what else did you say, Derek?
Team and campus, yeah?
Yeah, team campus, all right. Yeah, your squad and your campus. What's your name?
My name's Miguel, and I'm supporting a red team, you know?
What
Red
campus
team.
are you from?
All right.
What do you mean campus?
All right, bro, right here. Name, campus, and squad.
Kyler, North Phoenix, and Orange.
Kyler, North Phoenix, Orange.
All right, here we go. What's your name, squad? What campus you representing?
Caden, blue team, and I go to Peoria campus.
Nice.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Gentlemen, you guys are going to go to the front of the stage. Sherry's going to take you down there. As she does that, I want to explain how this works. Who played some Pop-A-Shot today? Did anyone play some Pop-A-Shot? Yeah? Okay. Come on down, come on down. Contestants, listen up. Room, listen up. The way this is going to work is you see we have these Pop-A-Shots down here. You have to hit 5 shots in a row. Coaches, we need you to help us by making sure they hit 5 shots in a row. If they don't hit 5, they can't go on to the next thing. So, students are going to hit 5 shots in a row. After you do, my 2 buddies right here, I want you to look over there. You see those guys holding those basketball hoops? You're going to sprint full speed. They have a basketball up there. You're going to dunk it on that hoop. My dudes over here, same story in that corner. Then, after you dunk it, it's a race back to the finish line where Sherry and I will be standing here and you'll run through some paper, okay?
All right, let's recap. Let's recap that for a second. My players down here, you gotta get 5 shots in a row. 5 shots in a row. From here, you're going to where your square is at the top, dunking it, and coming back here. Whoever is the winner gets 2 points for their squad. That's what I'm talking about.
2 points.
About. So cheer your squad on. Are we ready to do this?
All right, help us count down. 3, 2, 1, go! Needs to be 5 in a row. Needs to be 5 in a row.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the green team. Green team is making their way. Green team is running.
Green team is running. Oh my goodness.
We've got.
Orange team is off.
Orange team is going.
Green team is dunked.
We still got Flea. Green team has dunked.
You're coming back down here after you dunk. Green team is coming quickly.
Who's gonna win?
Oh my. Oh!
Whoa! Wow! Trace.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Green team.
All right.
Thank you so much for playing. You guys can
Here's the good news. There's only one winner, and that winner is the green team.
Yeah, that's right. Way to go, Trace. Way to represent your squad. Stoked for you guys. Awesome. So wait, can we get an update on points? Is that a thing?
I was hoping this would happen.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Tied for, do we want to say last?
Oh. We'll say 3rd place.
Tied for 3rd place is the blue team and the red team.
Yeah!
With 1 point.
Wait, how many points?
1 point.
1 point.
1
Very
point.
good, guys. That's exciting. All right.
They're right here.
All right. In 2nd place, we have the orange team.
Which means...
with 4 points.
Green team is now in 1st place. 5 points. 5 points. Wow. Wow. Green team taking the chip from the orange team. Amazing. Orange squad.
All in a matter of 10 minutes. All right, guys, we are going to get started with the rest of our evening. Hey, we are so thankful each and every single one of you are here. Hopefully you've gotten to hang out with the people around you, but right now we would love for you to share also some highlights and maybe share with the people around you your favorite TikTok video. See you in a bit.
Talk to them.
make some noise. CampPHX, let's go. All right, let's get those hands together. Let's do it. I was searching for something I knew was there but couldn't see. I remember the moment when the one I was searching for found me. And I can't make sense of it, no getting over it. How much your love changed everything. And all 'cause I know you now. How could I go without Jesus? You're more than enough for me. Let's go. I don't need anything else. I need your love. I need your love. I don't need anything else. I need your love. I need your love. Everybody jump. Na 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 na, yeah.
Come on. God, I need you like I need air to breathe. I won't take you for granted. I won't go back to how I used to be.
And I can't make sense of it, no getting over it. How much your love changed everything. No, 'cause I know you now. How could I go without Jesus? You're more than enough for me. Let's go. I don't need anything else. I need your love. I need your love. I don't want anything else. I need your love. I need your love. Everybody. Na 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 na, yeah. All right, we need you to repeat after me. Here we go, as loud as you can. 'Cause there's just one thing I need. Come on, louder. 'Cause there's just one thing I need. Come on. 'Cause there's just one thing I need. Tear the roof off. 'Cause there's just one thing I need. Come on. I don't need anything. Yeah, I need your love. I need your love. I don't want anything else. I need your love. I need your love. Everybody jump in. Na 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 na, yeah. Yeah, I need your love. I need your love.
High school, how we doing? Are we having fun yet? Okay, who's a Suns fan in here? I need to hear. Woo! Thank goodness. Okay, for those of you that aren't on your phone right now, I'm gonna tell you the score. Ooh, 57-49. There is still hope. We will come up. The Clippers are at 47. Suns are at 49. But you know what? The night is young. We're just getting started. God is still good. Amen. Regardless of what happens. Guys, we are so hopeful for this week. We are so expectant about what God is going to do in each and every one of your lives. And we're going to sing and celebrate that right here, right now. Are you ready? Come on. Let's sing. Show me one thing he can't do. Come on.
Show me a mountain he can't. He's the God of the breakthrough.
Anything is possible. We believe it. Show me one thing that's too hard. Come on. Show me water he can't part. He's the God of the breakthrough. Anything is possible. It's possible. All right, let's go. a victory dance. I will dance out of faith. I will crush disappointment and break every chain. Now all of my fear I will turn into praise. Shake off despair as I sing out your name. A victory dance. I will dance out of faith. I will crush disappointment. Come on. Show me one thing you can't do. Show me nothing. He's the God of the breakthrough. Anything is possible. Show me one thing that's too hard. Show me what he can't hide. He's the God of the breakthrough. Anything is possible. Come on, we believe like John. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. It's possible. Can we celebrate? Come on.
Man, that's right. All things are possible with our God because He is here, He is present, and He is now. Let's be reminded of that as we sing. Come on. Closer, you are closer. We can feel you moving everything. That's right. Present in this moment. Together we believe. We sing it. That here and now your kingdom lives. Here and now in our midst. Yeah, here and now your kingdom lives. Sing it. Here and now. Here and now. Hey, come on. That's right. Focus, give us focus. So all of our attention is on you. Oh, the present in this moment. We stand upon your truth. Yeah, that here and now your kingdom lives. Here and now in our midst. Yeah, here and now your kingdom lives. Sing it. Here and now. Here and now. Come on. Hey. Oh, here and now, Lord, here and now you are. Oh. Yes, here and now. The labels we create cannot divide us. The voices of this world will not define us. For we believe your kingdom lives. That's right. Your kingdom lives. Sing it. Here and now. Come on. Your kingdom lives. That's right. Here and now. In our midst. Oh, here and now. Your kingdom lives. Oh, here and now. Yeah. Here and now. Oh, come on. Oh.
What is up, students? Hey, this is happening. This is real. You're not asleep. Camp is here. This is not a dream. But I'll tell you what, this right here is what dreams are made of, students. Come on.
Hey, I don't know all of you guys personally. I promise you, if it were possible for me to know every single one of you personally, I would take that opportunity, but I don't, I can't. I don't know a lot about you. For example, maybe you can help me out. I don't know if this is your first time to a CCV camp experience, okay? And I don't know if you're a super senior who's been here 5 times and you just keep sneaking your way back in. Hey, I'm not mad about that. I just don't know. In all seriousness though, students, I don't know your story. I don't know where you come from. I don't know the joy or the pain that you may have walked in this room with. If you can hear me, I don't know the hopes that you have in life that wake you up in the mornings. I don't know the fears that keep you up at night. I don't know the burdens you carry, students, but here's what I do know for certain. And hear me closely, that's a big deal because it's really rare in life that you know anything for certain. But here's what I know. Lean in with me because it's really big. Here's what I know. You are here now in the presence of a God who does know you, who loves you, who sees you, who feels your pain, who feels your joy. You are in his presence now. Students, here's what I know. Jesus is calling out to you tonight. Jesus is calling out, reaching out his hand saying, come be a part of heaven with me. So the question is not whether or not that's true. The only question left, students, is this. Hear me clearly. Will you reach out and take hold of Jesus? Will you be a part of heaven tonight? You know what? We're gonna teach you a melody. It's a melody that we're gonna sing pretty much every night we're here, but it's an anchor for us to remember and celebrate the day that we took Jesus up on that invitation and was a part of heaven. It goes like this. Jesus is calling out. There's a seat at the table. Lay your burdens down. 'Cause heaven is getting louder now. We're singing with angels. Can you hear the sound? Would you help me out, students? Come on, Jesus. Jesus, he's calling out. There's a seat at the table. Lay your burdens down. 'Cause heaven is getting louder now. We're singing with angels. Can you hear the sound? Yes. Students, man, it's about to get like a party in here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for singing that. You guys may return to your seats. Students, as you guys are getting settled, I would love for us to sing that melody out together one more time. Jesus is calling out. There's a seat at the table. Lay your burdens down. 'cause heaven is getting louder now. We're singing with angels. Can you hear the sound like this? Help me out. Jesus is calling out. There's a seat at the table. Lay your burdens down. 'Cause heaven is getting louder now. We're singing with angels. Can you hear the sound? Let's go.
Hey. Night one. Hey, how we doing in the balcony back there? How we doing back there? You all right? It's good to see you. Everybody on the floor, we know you have energy. We're good. We can hear it. You sound great. You look good. You smell questionable. Hey, night one. This is night one already. So fun. Hey, so I walk into this class when I'm in college, and I had this feeling, some of you will be able to relate. I had this feeling when I walk in because you know that feeling when you see someone that you think is so hot, and you're like, and it kind of hurts. Some of you are like, yeah, like 20 minutes ago, saw that today. Well, I'm in this class and I see this girl, and I like you, okay? I like you. So she sits near the front of the class because I think she's trying to be a good student. I sit in the back of the class because I'm trying to be a good student of her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back there. And I have a strategy, okay? I have a tactic. Now, I'm gonna sit in the back of the room, and then my goal is, like, every once in a while, I'll just move a little bit closer. Like, I'm not gonna move too fast because I don't wanna pick up on my plan. And truth be told, I had no game, like whatsoever. I had no game. I had no lady skills whatsoever, so I wouldn't even know what to do. Like if I was like, hey, can I have your phone number or your number or your digits? I wouldn't, like I'd mess it up. So my plan was I would move one row closer every once in a while until I got right to where she was, like adjacent to me. And once again, my lack of charm and charisma was just to kind of be funny and like little comments and tell jokes, and maybe she'd accidentally think I was good stuff. So I'm right behind her, and I had this line in my mind that I wanted to use with her. So I remember watching this movie, and it was this really like popular movie a long time ago, and there's this line in the movie that came to my mind because when she was showing up to class every day, she'd always put on lotion. So, and I think that's a trick. I think girls are like they're doing this just innocently putting lotion on, and they're trying to draw in the guys. And if that was her tactic, it worked. So I'm sitting there, and like she smells good, she looks good. I'm like, So this line comes to my mind, and it's from a movie. Maybe you've seen it. It's called The Sandlot. Hey, you've seen it. That's killer. I was expecting like 4 of you to have seen Sandlot, so that makes me excited. I'm proud of you. Proud of you for that, okay? So this line comes to me from The Sandlot. If you've not seen it, I'll just paint I won't ruin the movie for you, but it's one of the most epic parts of this movie. There's this character in the movie called Squints. Squints has got glasses on, and they're like really thick. He can barely see. He's like 12 years old, maybe 85 pounds. And every day he goes to the public pool with a bunch of his buddies. And he's in the pool, and he sees this lifeguard that he thinks is so hot. And she's there every day. And he came to this point where he's like, he just had it. Like he broke. And he sees that every day she puts lotion and oil, all over, like suntan lotion and oil, because she's a lifeguard trying to protect her skin, but she's doing that all day, every day, and he just snaps. He's like, she just keeps oiling and lotioning and oiling. And he gets out of the pool, and he comes up with his plan. He gets out of the pool, and he goes to this diving board, and he dives into the pool, and he fakes his own drowning. He's in the pool, and he's like just acting like he's dead. Like, what a savage. And the lifeguard sees it. She jumps in. You remember the scene? She jumps in. She rescues him. She pulls him to the side of the pool. And then she gives him mouth to mouth. And it was right then that she gives him mouth to mouth, that he pulls her head to his face. He gives her like the biggest kiss. So perfect. At the end of the movie, this won't ruin it, but at the end of the movie, he ends up marrying that girl. And they have like 10 kids, and it's awesome. So this is in my mind. This is playing in my mind. Like, it worked for Squints, right? It worked for Squints. So I was like, why? So I said to this girl, I said, why are you always oiling and lotioning and oiling? I know. You should be ashamed. So I expected like some type of like a courtesy laugh, but she's just like, I don't even know what you're talking about. So if you're thinking like maybe that line didn't work, perhaps it didn't. But one thing that is factual is about 1.5 years later, I asked that same girl to marry me, and here's what happened right here. There it is. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? Right there. Right there. Come on. Come on. Hey. And that was a voluntary kiss, okay? That was voluntary. That was game day. That's the day I asked her to marry me. A couple months later, that's our wedding day. And if you'd have said something about it, if you'd try to convince me that my life would have changed based off of just going to a class, I would have doubted you. I just say, hey, this is something that's going to happen in this class, and it's going to be unbelievable for you, and your life's going to change forever. I would have doubted you. And some of you are here this week, and in your mind, you're thinking, I'm going to have fun. There's going to be friends. There's going to be food. There's going to be flirting, you know? And Jake said something last night. If you missed last night's service, Jake said something last night. He said that maybe this week, maybe there's something for you this week. Maybe if you just give yourself a chance to consider that God has something for you in this week, and 5 years from right now, 15 years from right now, 25 years from right now, you'll look back and say, man, nobody would have convinced me. I was just going to camp. But my life changed forever at camp. There's this woman, and I want to tell you her story. I don't know her name, but she had to walk every day to go get water. And the distance is unknown, but she had to walk this distance to go get water because in her day, there was no running water. So she makes her way to the area where there was a well. It'd be something like this. This is what the well would look like at this day. and she'd draw water from it. And on her way there, she's heading there in the middle of the day. And the reason why it's peculiar that she's getting water at the middle of the day is because most of the time, that wouldn't be the case. Like in this era, at this day and age, they would have gotten water in the morning, maybe at the end of the day when it was cooler out, but she was going at the middle of the day. One of the reasons why we think she was walking in the middle of the day to get water is because of her story. She had one of those embarrassing stories to tell others. Most people didn't like her. And so she didn't go and fetch water in the morning because she knew that there'd be other women there and she'd gain judgment from them. So she went in the middle of the day. So as she's walking up to this place and she sees that there's a guy and he's just seated right by the well. And the guy's Jesus. And bless you. Bless you. That was perfectly timed, too. Whew. And she's walking up to this well. She sees that Jesus is there. I'm sure in the back of her mind, she's thinking, oh, no, here we go. It's a man. She didn't have a great track record so far. She'd been with a bunch of different guys, married to 5 different husbands, and the guy that she's living with at the time wasn't even her own. Wasn't even her husband. So she sees Jesus, and I'm sure there's some apprehension. As soon as she gets to Jesus, Jesus says, can I get a drink of water? Asks this woman, can I get a drink of water? And you hear that, and you'd think, like, what's the significance of that? That sounds pretty normal to ask that question. Normal today, not normal then. Not normal then because culturally, a man like Jesus, a Jewish man, would not interface with a woman in public like that, especially this kind of woman with this type of past. I mean, she wasn't just a normal woman, she was a Samaritan, and a Samaritan was loathed and hated by the Jews. They were enemies. It's like Clippers and Suns. You know, they don't get along. They don't get along together. So she sees this and she has to be wondering, why would this guy be asking me for a drink of water when guys just didn't do that? So she does. She asks him, like, do you know who I am? Like, do you know, like, the rules around here, the cultural rules? And one of the things that I absolutely love about Jesus, if you didn't know this about Jesus, maybe this would be something that you could love about him too, is that he was a cultural rebel. He was a religious rebel as well. And he just wasn't about those man-made, handcrafted rules. So this is Jesus saying something very profound. He's saying something, I don't want you to miss this. What Jesus is saying by asking this woman for just a simple drink of water is that he's for her. And beyond her, it's like he's saying he's for you. And beyond you, it's like he's saying he's for all. There's no barrier with gender, with race, with religion. He's just saying, I'm for you. So she says, how could you ask me for a drink of water? And he says, well, actually, if you knew who I was, like if you knew who it was that was standing here asking you for a drink of water, you'd ask for more than water. You'd ask for living water. I'm sure at that moment, she's like, calculate it real quick. Like, what is this guy talking about? Maybe you're thinking the same thing too. What is living water? So she's like, that sounds good. Bring some of this living water that I don't know anything about. She was thinking practically, I don't want to have to walk back and forth from this well to my house anymore. And so if you have another way of getting water, please tell me. But that's not what he's talking about. So then he says this in John chapter 4, and it's verse 13. He says, everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again. Almost like he's pointing down to the well. Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. Listen, Jesus is saying something that's so powerful, and you can't miss it, and perhaps something visual will help out with this. Something kind of paint a picture for you of what Jesus is saying. You know, all of us have this thing in common. We all do. It doesn't matter how long you've been a part of church, if this is the first time, if you're for it, if you're against it, it doesn't matter. We all have this thing in common that we all want to have like an excellent life. We all want happiness, and we want hope, and we want purpose, and we want like love, and not just romantic love. We want unconditional love. We want to feel like no matter what we do, we still feel loved, right? We're all looking for that. We're all looking for life. We're looking for life. But here's what happens, is we're looking for life, but we take these artificial wells, these artificial sources where we go and we try to find those things. You played a lot of sports all throughout your early years, your junior high years, and into high school. You were all about sports. You know, your one goal was that by the time you got to high school, you'd play varsity, and you made it. You're playing varsity. But then a blown ACL your junior year takes you out, and that doctor tells you, listen, you're not going to be able to play your senior year. And you were thinking, you want to play past high school. You want to play in college. You want to play professionally. And so for a bunch of years, what happened was you just powered your life. You poured sports into your life to try to fuel you. And that lasted for a little while, but it's artificial. It feels like it's fueling you, but then it doesn't. You've been there before. You know, you started dating, and at first it was just because you wanted someone near you and you liked the way you felt when you were in that relationship, and that relationship ended, and it moved on to another one. And then it moved on to another one, and then one that you thought was certainly going to work out. It lasted about a year, which in high school is like 50 years of being in a relationship. And that relationship ends as well. And so you started to feel this moment where your life was moving, and then you date, and then stop, and then you date again, and your life would be propelled. But it was only when you weren't with somebody that you realized, man, my life is empty. Maybe you've been there before. You know, your parents don't put this pressure on you. This actually comes from you. You've got a little bit of perfectionism in you. You want your grades to just excel. And out of all the areas of life, this is the one place that you feel like you can be confident. And so you rarely get a poor grade. And most of the time, it's like straight A's. But then COVID came, and you had to do like an online hybrid thing. Just sort of lost your passion for learning. You lost your passion for grades. And that was everything for you. That was how you felt so life-filled. And so you poured your life into grades, and it lasted, man, a really long time. And then your well just ran dry, and you ran out of it. You know, this is a habit. Every day, you wake up, and the first instant that there's daylight, you look over at your phone, and it's like you've been asleep for however long, and you've got this social dehydration. Like you're looking for some type of connection. And so on your phone, you're looking for a text, you're looking for a like, you're looking for a DM, you're looking for something that indicates that you're important. And so this one is kind of on again, off again. And throughout the day, you start, and then if there's no one that's reached out to you, you go back again, and you go to your phone, and you look, and you just keep reaching, and you keep looking. But if you don't have that phone, if you don't have that connection, then you actually feel like your life is empty, and that well runs dry. And you've had these friends for a while, called back to elementary school, and they were loyal, and they were faithful, and you were tight, and then when you got to high school, everything changed a little bit. Like you still You still love them, you still care about them, but so much of your life was about friends. So much of your existence was about who you hung out with. And then when those friends changed and they no longer wanted to hang out with you, what happened? Your well, it ran dry. You know, this one is for those who have that job. You've got that job that you told your boss right off the bat, listen, I can't work Sundays. Can't work Sundays because I've got church, I've got my high school service, and I love it, and I want to make sure that I'm a part of that. But then after a little while, your boss honored it, and then someone needed coverage, so you covered. You covered, and man, after a couple of weeks, you liked the money you got. And then that money provided all kinds of comforts and Amazon drops. Who doesn't love Amazon coming to your porch every other day? So fun. I don't know why you're applauding for that, but I get it. You're funny. You know, but what happens for all of us is that we spend and eventually, as you know, like spending will just end. You can't spend your way to happiness. You can't. You'll find yourself so empty. For many of you, people would look around you and they'd see, like, man, you're a committed believer. You're a faithful churchgoer. You wouldn't miss camp. You wouldn't miss Sunday night services. You're so consistent, and everybody around would look and superficially they would say, yeah, you are bought in, but you know different. You know that you do go and do those things, and you are consistent and you are faithful, but somehow you've gotten a little confused with going to church and checking boxes, and yet not knowing who Jesus is, and not having a relationship with Jesus, and that well runs dry, and we're all left wondering, like, man, where do we go for life? Where do we go to feel the way we want to feel? Well, I want you to hear this story from a student that used to sit in these seats, and perhaps you can relate to him.
I grew up with two amazing parents that brought God and Christianity in the household from a young age. I can't remember a Sunday where we didn't go to church, and for the most part I went, but there were those days where I was, getting tired. Like, do we really have to do this? We've been going since the beginning of my life. Yeah, with high school, I saw a lot of success, played football. I've been playing football since 3rd grade, so, I was starting varsity player, was winning, all state awards. We won some state championships. I think my relationship with Jesus and God was through the lens or through the interactions with my father. And as I got older, I wanted to, break some more rules, do some more things. I definitely believed in God. I believed that was the truth, but it still came down to, okay, but in those moments when I want to follow my flesh, do what I want to do, I'm gonna do it. I wasn't sold out. And so the more I lied and hid what I was doing, the more I felt like I couldn't really connect with God. I happened to meet this great girl my junior year, and it was a textbook relationship. She would post all the pictures on Instagram. It looked great, and I was happy. I mean, and I think that's the relationship I pursued more than Jesus. Through the grace of God and all the gifts, I was able to go to school, #1 school in the country, and was gonna play football there. And I had to do long distance, and that was gonna be pretty tough, but I was willing to do it because, like I said, that relationship was an important part of my life. But eventually, you know, things happened and we broke up when she came out to school in where I was at. And from there, that's where all those crutches I had that I thought was a foundation just collapsed. And I started then to, you know, to either cope with the pain and also a combination of realizing, hey, now I'm finally free, actually. Now I actually can do whatever I want to do. Parents are thousands of miles away. I started, I think, really pursuing drugs and sex. Because that was something growing up in a Christian home is the big no-no. And I just knew, hey, you know, when I go home, I just gotta make sure don't do this stuff at home. You know, I think those moments where the doors were closed, right? That life I was keeping, you know, separate.
You know, you're gonna hear, yeah, you can clap, That's one part of Trevor's story. You'll hear the rest tomorrow and Wednesday. But there's just this fantastic message when you look at what Jesus is doing with this woman at the well, the message that he's proclaiming to her, and the message that he has for us. He's telling us that Jesus is the well. Like, he's the well. He's the source of life. He's the one that we're going to. So when we want hope and we want happiness and we want purpose and we want love, unconditional love, he's saying, I'm it. All of these other things, all these other artificial wells, there's nothing wrong with most of them, okay? It's really not the problem. Like, those things are good, or they can be good, but that's not the problem. Those are all just extras in life. And if you go to them for life, you will find yourself empty. So Jesus, he's got this way. He talks about what he is. He says, I'm the way, I'm the truth, I'm the life. He says, when you come to me, I'll give you life to the full. So all of that stop and go, all of that guessing about your value and your worth, where you find happiness, all that can be solved by going to Jesus. Everything else is extra. So my question for you tonight, my question for you to start this week is, where do you go? Where do you go for life?
Find me now, where the grace runs as deep as your scars. You pull me from the clay, set me on a rock, call me by your name, and made my heart whole again. Lift it up, and my knees know it's all for your glory, Jesus. That I'm understand with more reasons to sing than to fear. You pull me from the clay, set me on a rock. You called me by your name and made my heart Once I was broken, but you loved my whole heart through. Sin has no hold on me, 'cause your grace holds me now. It's good news. And that grace, come on, holds the ground where the grave did, where all my shame remains. Left for dead in your wake, you crushed those ancient gates, left no stone unturned. You stepped out of that grave and shouldered me all the way. Here I stand, high in surrender. I need you now. You sing it, hold my heart. Our souls cry out. Once I was broken, yes I was, but you loved my whole heart through. Sin has no hold on me, 'cause your grace holds me now. This is who we are, high school. Healed and forgiven. Look where my chains are now. Death has no hold on me, 'cause your grace holds that ground. Your grace holds me now. Your grace holds me now. Your grace holds me now. Your grace holds me
Jesus is calling out. There's a seat at the table. Lay your burdens down. 'Cause heaven is getting louder now. We're singing with angels. Can you hear the sound? Let's go. Can you hear it? People are wandering, purpose that's drifting, chasing a feeling, a place of belonging, a place we can let go of all of the shame that we borrow. All of the searching has brought us to one thing. Here we go. 'Cause Jesus is calling out. There's a seat at the table. Lay your burdens down. 'Cause heaven is getting louder now. Let's go. We're singing with angels. Can you hear the sound? Let's get rowdy and jump. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Say, the story is changing, peasant to prince in the making. Your presence gives worth to our dreaming. A God dream is better than scheming. So riches and status we're leaving. The world's got nothing I'm needing. 'Cause the maker who came up with breathing is bringing us into his kingdom. Jesus is calling out. There's a seat at the table. Lay your burdens down. Come on. 'Cause
Can you hear the sound? 'Cause heaven's gates have swung wide. The veil between you and I torn clean apart. Back to the start. You're stepping into this space to bring us out of our graves. Back to your heart. Oh, back to the start. Yeah, let's go. Heaven's gates have swung wide. The veil between you and I torn clean apart. Yeah, but back to the start. Yeah, you're stepping into this space to bring us out of our graves. Back to your heart. Oh, back to the start. Yeah, like this, come on.
Hey, how is that? How is that for night one? How is that for night one? Hey, this is crazy. We get to do this 2 more times. You ready for this? Woo! Hey, in a second, we're gonna head to our groups, try to have some good conversation. Hopefully, you should have a great thing in your brain. What Dustin talked about over here, this wheel should be an awesome conversation starter. Couple announcements for you. All girls that are going to 3,000 to do small groups, if this matters for you, the only way into that building is where the stairs are, either up or down. All the side exits doors are closed. So girl groups, just think that through. Walk there, go inside. You guys can meet outside. It's not even that hot out there, so just make that happen. All right. Hey, I now have a new phone. It's got like leopard. Okay, here you go. All right. Hey, so here's the plan for tonight. You're going to go to groups. You're going to go to groups, and then we got an awesome carnival plan for you out there. How many of you saw the Ferris wheel on the way in? You see that? We're excited. We're excited. It's going to be an awesome night tonight, and then make sure tomorrow you come back. We're going to Top Golf. Anybody excited for Top Golf tomorrow? All right. Let's get it. Make sure you show up for that. If you want to, here's my encouragement to you would be this. If you're taking photos or photos from like 95, you're taking pictures, you're taking any film on your phone, Send it in. CCV students, Instagram, TikTok, CCD memers, whatever you want to do, send it in. We'd love to have that content. We'd love to have that for you to give out. There's a YouTube. We're live streaming this. If you have friends that want to watch it, it's on YouTube. So, hey, exciting night tonight. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to dismiss kind of in groups. So I'm going to dismiss. Let's do red. Let's dismiss red first. You guys made a mess. Hey, actually, if you don't pick up trash on the way out, you don't love Jesus. Grab some trash. Do yourself a favor. Don't be annoying. You're not that guy. Pick up some trash. Pick up some trash. Throw it away. It's yours, man. Hey, let's send the other balcony. Other balcony. So orange, green, other balcony. You guys can go.